Welcome to today's intellectual exchange. Today we have Mr. Naveen Toshniwal from India. Okay, so I'm going to welcome Mr. Naveen to tell us a bit about himself. Over to you, Mr. Naveen.
Hello, everyone, and thank you very much for giving me an opportunity and inviting me on your show to
You're welcome.
share my knowledge on this amazing subject of grapho-analysis and graphotherapy. I am basically born and brought up in a city called Calcutta. It's in East India, and I have done my studies and my engineering and about 20 years back. I have shifted to another city, Jaipur, which is near to the capital, Delhi, and it's a lovely tourist spot. And I am doing my family business. We are into manufacturing of some industrial products. And as a passion and as a hobby, I am pursuing grapho-analysis and graphotherapy.
Wow, you're welcome. Amazing profile. I have been hearing about this grapho-analysis, graphotherapy, and lots about that. And it will be amazing to learn from you today what this topic is all about. So I want you to talk to us about grapho-analysis and graphotherapy and how we can get into it. So over to you, sir.
Yes, actually, grapho-analysis is a very interesting and unique subject. Analyze the personality and characters through the strokes in the handwriting. This is a very old science. We must have all heard about a Greek scholar, Aristotle.
Yeah.
He was there about 2000 years back. And he was the first person who actually detected a link between the mind and the handwriting. Is actually mind writing, and whatever is there in our mind, it comes out through our hand and through the pen on the paper. Unfortunately, the awareness about the subject was not well defined throughout the world. Of course, some countries in Europe and in USA, the corporates are using this science corporate placements. They get handwritten applications from the candidates, and they are able to analyze the personality of the candidate very accurately through the strokes in the handwriting. And thereafter, when they take the interviews, they already know the candidate very well. So it becomes easier for them to choose the candidates, and then they can decide based on what traits they have, what are the positive and negative traits, that which department of the organization will that candidate be suitable for. So this science is used widely for these corporate placements in Europe and America, but unfortunately in other parts of the world, the awareness is a little less. Now, I will tell you briefly what all you can analyze through the handwriting. Remember, this is not astrology. I cannot predict your future or past like the astrologers do. I can only analyze your personality and characteristics as on date. So if you give me a handwriting which is, say, 2 years old, then you will be analyzed what you were at that time. So for a proper analysis, you should write a fresh page and send me the latest one for an accurate analysis. Now, what all we can analyze, it is the way you think, how sharp your mind is, how well your goal defined, your long-term goals are defined, how you will react in what particular situations. whether you are a calm person or you lose your cool, or whether you have a short temper or you are cool headed, how strong is your willpower, determination, and anything and everything related to your personality.
Wow. Wow, this is amazing. So, but I have one question for you. What specific aspects of handwriting do you analyze? Because I don't know what, yes, that the area, and how do they, correlate with personality trait? Just the way someone writes. I'm really confused. Can you just elaborate on that?
Yes. See, it is basically the strokes in the handwriting. What I will do is I will give a small demo
Okay.
through some charts which I have ready with me. Then the concept will be little more. See, this is my first chart. This letter the I have written in three ways.
Okay.
This is slant. Okay, I hope it's visible on the screen.
Yes, it's visible. It
The
is.
right slant indicates a person. Yeah, the right slant indicates a person who is expressive and readily shows emotions and feelings. Very outgoing person. A straight handwriting is a person who is composed and will generally not show emotions very readily. This is a composed person who can meet emergencies with a very calm and cool mind. A left slant handwriting indicates people who are reserved. They will very they will not express themselves readily, and it is very difficult to understand what is going on in their mind. So too much of a left slant may even indicate a person who is an introvert. So more the right slant, more expressive the person is. More the left slant, more reserved the person is.
This is amazing.
So I'm just, yeah, so briefly. So these are the different ways in which we can write M's and N's. Here the N is ending at a point towards the top. A pointed tops of M and N indicate people who have a sharp mind. They can grasp and understand something very easily. Here you will see that the M's and N's are having inverted V's. This shows people who have curiosity for learning. They want to learn new things. Now, this is the way we were taught to write in school, with
Yeah.
rounded M's and N's on the top.
Yeah.
This indicates people who are slow thinkers. There's nothing wrong in a slow thinker. Slow thinker means a person who takes time to understand something. He will require time to study and restudy something till he is able to understand it fully and completely. He may take few hours on or maybe one day to understand something. But once he understands something, his understanding may be better than the person who has a sharp mind and who is an instant grasper. So these are the different ways in which your mind works, and this can be analyzed through these strokes in the handwriting.
Okay, what about an individual that has multiple handwriting? How do you determine the person's, how will you be able to read the person through as in the
There is
personality traits through the handwriting? If the person has, maybe the person writes in cursive, and at the same time, he has another, maybe the straight format. In fact, like let's say three different handwriting, and the person can use the three handwriting anytime. So how do you decide? Because this particular person has different handwriting.
See, actually, cursive handwriting, what I understand is you are making your handwriting purposely in a particular way, in a different way.
Okay.
Okay. But cursive handwriting is something which you are writing forcefully. It is not your normal or natural handwriting. So it will be difficult to analyze your personality through a cursive handwriting. If you want to analyze someone accurately, it has to be a naturally written handwriting so that the personality can be assessed correctly.
Amazing. Wow, I'm really amazed. I've never thought that. So I've heard things like that, but I never believed in that someone could read my personality, as in know about me through my handwriting. So it's really amazing. So how can I integrate the insights from Grapho-Analysis into the broader personal or professional development journey? Okay, like, did you get my question?
Yeah. See, first of all, I want to add on something.
Okay.
See, analysis is just the first part. My specialization is therapy.
Okay.
For example, I am able to analyze your handwriting. I am able to see your positive traits, like you are very creative, but maybe you are not utilizing your creativity. You are very ambitious, but maybe your long-term goals are not defined. You may be very intelligent, but you may be lacking confidence in your own abilities. You might be having self-doubt, or you might be having extreme temper, or any such negativities which you want to get over. The most amazing part is the therapy, where I will suggest to you to make some small conscious changes in some strokes. Remember, I'm not telling you to change your handwriting. It is just some small modifications in the strokes, which will help you to get over your negative traits. And remember, this therapy is very simple. These days, we hardly write. We are all on computers, texting, and we are on our phones. So the therapy which I give is very simple, where you are required to practice only 5 minutes a day, the stroke changes, and you will actually change in a small duration of about 3 minutes. Sorry, 3 weeks. 3 weeks. I'll just give an example with this chart. See, if you are writing T in this particular way, where the T bar is going towards the bottom, okay? This shows a person who has got self-doubt or who lacks confidence, okay? And this is a T bar which is going towards the top. This indicates people who are ambitious and they have a well-defined goal. So if this someone has a writing like this, T bar going down, I would suggest a therapy that you make the T bar towards the top so that you are able to get over the self-doubt, and within a period of 3 weeks, you will see amazing change in yourself. You will be able to feel the difference. Once you do this small practice, only for 5 minutes a day, you will see the changes in about 3 weeks. So this therapy is the most amazing part of this science.
Wow, amazing. Okay, so
So now you can go ahead with your question, So you were asking me something.
okay, I just tried to write something. Okay, so I don't know if you
Okay.
can see it. Can you see? Oh, it's not showing, right?
No, it's not clear. It's not
It's
clear.
not clear.
Actually,
Okay.
it should be written with a bold pen. No, it's okay. We'll do that after the session is over for you. So,
Okay.
or maybe if you can write it darker, then maybe I can see something.
Okay.
Anyway, it's okay.
Okay, my last question will be,
Yeah.
okay, you already said that you offer therapy. Okay, so
Yes.
the question I wanted to ask is, do you offer follow-up sessions or support to further explore the implications of the analysis, which you already answered? You said that you offer therapy. Okay, so are there any ethical consideration or privacy concerns associated with Grapho-Analysis that I should be aware of? You understand? I don't know if you got, did you get my question? Are there any ethical
See, what you are
considerations?
trying to say is, see, of course, I offer one-to-one counseling, one-to-one therapy, and obviously it is very confidential between the two of us because every person is unique and will have some traits which may be confidential, and it should not be shared with others. So this therapy or analysis uh, generally is not possible in a group. When we are talking in a group, I can only give an introduction to the subject and maybe explain to you just what I did briefly to explain to you meanings of some charts, meaning of some strokes to the charts. But when we do the actual analysis and therapy, it is always on one-to-one basis so that the privacy and the confidentiality is maintained properly.
Okay. So if someone wants to become an analyst in this aspect, is there any field or any qualification that is required? Or is it, will I call it a gift that someone received from birth? Did you receive any form of training before you could read read handwriting to be able to analyze?
See, actually, this particular handwriting analysis was always my hobby and passion. It was never my profession as such.
Okay.
So, in fact, I started learning from my father when I was in college. And I used to do him analyze the, I used to see him analyze the handwriting of candidates before he used to interview them for our business. So that's how I started learning. And over the years, whatever I have learned is only through study. I have not gone through any formal course as such, but I understand that there are some institutes in the world who are offering a formal course of learning of grapho analysis and therapy. And I'm sure this should be available on the internet.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. I've really learned a lot from you today. Is there any other thing you need to tell us concerning the topic?
I would only suggest that, of course, these days we hardly write. We have stopped writing totally. But
Exactly.
if you want to really, yeah, if you want to really improve your personality, graphotherapy is a perfect and a proven method. And if you go through it for a short duration of 5 minutes a day for 3 weeks, you will actually change. So you should not ignore the writing part. And maybe you can use this technique for making yourself a much better person.
Oh, thank you very much. I really enjoyed the session today. I've learned a lot as well because I never knew a lot of things that I just discovered today through the sessions, through the interaction with you. And I believe that many people that are going to come in contact with to this conversation are going to be very interested to know more, and will be able to reach out to you in order to learn more from you concerning the topic. Thank you very much for honoring the invitation, and I look forward to more interaction with you in future. Thank you.
My pleasure too. Thank you so much.
Thank you.